Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I'm the Crypto Lifer. My name is Samuel James Price. Been trading for over 15 years, playing games with these charts, playing games with these markets for a long time. I hope you're having a wonderful time here on this beautiful Saturday morning as spring approaches. We're into spring, actually. 5 days into spring. 3/20 was the first day of spring. I am a spring guy, a spring chicken, you could call me. I love planting flowers. I love being outside. I love just being a part of nature. So let's jump into the charts. Let's have a blast. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody kicking it with me. Thank you so much. Shout out to the fresh haircut from Kevin Baker. Thank you for saying that. God bless you, brother. My screen is not small. That's on you. But again, yeah, my screen is the exact size it always is. Maybe you're right, though. Hold on. Let me double check because you never know. I don't know what you're saying. You said my screen is small. This is a real screen. This is live. I'm going to click on the live. Maybe it is small. That would be weird. My screen is not small. My screen is huge. HD, 1080p. I have not changed not one setting that I do every single day. So I have no idea what you mean. My screen is not small. Let's get back into Bitcoin and talk about what I see happening today. We got some massive order blocks on hand too. Big order block, good places to load up, obviously. You don't even need to really understand what an order block is if you just know what support and resistance is. That order block's on support, that order block's on support, that order block's had a bounce in that area too as well. 27,466. Let's break it down. Everyone sees this as a bit of a diamond pattern. I opened up a long last night. Went down a little bit, but it's struggling to stay afloat. I just closed the long, and I'll tell you why. I didn't like what I was looking at when I woke up this morning, decided that I had to close the long. That's a good move as a trader. Can you close a trade if you feel like something may or may not be in your favor? Let's break down why I closed the trade. Let me show you what I was looking at. And again, I could be wrong, but I'd rather protect myself with a tiny loss, like $20 loss, than have to deal with, watching it go down when I know there's a high probability of a move to the downside. We're going to load up BOOKMAP for you too as well. We're going to have that running this morning. And I teach class today from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I teach class this morning. Technically, if you really wanted to get on your grind and email my wife, she probably could get you in there. We really truly care. We wake up pretty early. So if you still want to take this class with this guy right here, that guy, which is me. If you want to take class with this guy today from 9 a.m. to 12, I will be there producing education for you. It is $60 if you're in the trading group, $100 if you're not. People love the class. I've got so much feedback. People take it more than once. They say they hold the recording and play it over and over again. You get a recording, a PowerPoint, 9-point checklist, and more to get you up to date and get you going in cryptocurrency. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Jump into class today from 9 a.m. to 12. I work 7 days a week. Most people would take Saturday morning off. I do that. I like to grind because I know people can't get into the weekly class. So we opened up a class on Saturday mornings for the people that can't make those weekly afternoon classes depending on where they are in the world. So thank you. Thank you. Back to brass tacks. So let's break down what I see happening. Bring that music down a little bit. So I see a head and shoulder. Do you see it? I see a shoulder here. I see a chubby head. I see a shoulder there. That could easily drop us to the downside. Okay? And that would take us to about $26,000 or even maybe just kind of make us tussle with $26,500. You're awesome, man. No, you're awesome, dude. It was only my end. Audio good. Screen good. God bless you, Kevin Baker. Slot me. I got 350 to 2K. Only one. Freaking dime. I forgot stop loss. Got stuck with stupid entry at 28.4. Got liquidated yesterday. I got 350 bucks to 2K. One-on-one. You can't forget a stop loss. I mean, how could you forget a stop loss? Every single time you open up a trade, you make one. Especially sound like you were leverage trading. Crypto is life. Sam grinds. So should we. Shout out to PS5 every single day. And here's the deal. I'm going to make one more quick statement about grinding. So you start a business. Let's just say you start a flower shop. And you open up your flower shop and you begin to sell flowers. And you like to take the weekends off and close on the weekends. Or you like to close on Sunday. And there's another guy who doesn't close on Sunday. You know how many more weddings he hits? You know how many more mother's, presents he hits? You know how many more on that Sunday? 52 weeks out of the year, he might sell an extra $1,000 worth of flowers. He's outing you by $52,000 a year, okay? That will exponentially grow as he expands. He could put more money into the way it looks in the front. Point of the story is, when you grind 7 days a week and everyone else grinds 5 days a week, And they live in like, most people that grind 5 days a week. I see a lot of my neighborhood. They live in about an $800,000 home. So, good people. They're both people working in the home. But when you work 7 days a week, those extra 2 days are exponential. You'll end up living in a $1.6 million, maybe a $3 million home. You see? And it really comes down to how many days you work. And because no matter what profession you are, so if you work 7 days a week, you're going to end up way further out in life. I'm just telling you right now, I've seen it in the 3 years that I've worked 7 days a week. My life has just exponentially grown into a way that you would never believe. So anyway, do whatever makes you happy. And I'm not saying like I take time in between the day. So I guess, at one point you do have to take time off. You can't 7 days a week for the rest of your life. But when you're growing a business, when it's first starting, see, that's the difference. I didn't mention that. When it's first starting, the first 5 years you grind. After 5 years, fine. Maybe, you could you can hire a manager right now and then you could take Sunday off. Point of the story is when you're starting your business, when you're starting something that you love, you got to do it every single day if you really want it to grow. And anytime you take off is just a moment of missed opportunity. And it's up to you whether you want to push that hard or just have mediocrity. It's completely up to you. So look, let's break it down. Let's talk about Bitcoin on the 7 minute. 7 minute is oversold, coming on down to the downside. But even here, I see a bit of like a shoulder, head, right shoulder. I see like a complex head and shoulder here. Kind of Bear City, a little bit of a flag. I guess it has that cup and handle vibe like we saw that one break out. We did see this play out before. Is there a bullish divergence? Not really. Just kind of, I guess you could say, because that's not as sharp, but not perfect. It resembles divergence in some way. So what made me close the trade early? Something I don't normally do too. I usually just ride it out, but I was like, man, I'd rather wait for this to kind of go sideways, make sure it holds the trend line, reopen the trade again if the 1 hour can reset. So right now I'm watching the 1 hour in this shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. You have previous resistance here at this order block. And you can see right here, 27,650 resistance. These are the two shoulders. Shoulders are really two places where you got back above, but you couldn't get back above again. So that's what a head and shoulder is. A head and shoulder represents weakness. You came up, you came back all the way up, you came back down, and then you couldn't get back above this zone. Now, this is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and we do have a beautiful trend line here. So let's wait this out. There's a chance we go sideways, and the bears don't have enough volume. So when the Stokes come on down, and that's why I love stochastics, they're going to give you the momentum. But then you're going to be able to see if the price move with that momentum. If you get the momentum down, but the price didn't move, then you can long because there's a chance that the bears are weak. Stochastics RSI can teach you whether the bears are weak or the bulls are weak. And I will fast today. I'm fasting for Ramadan today. I haven't had any sip of water. That's why I'm not having the lemon water right now. I am fasting. You can have your lemon water, all right? I am going to fast all the way to the end of the day till I break my fast at 7 p.m. So let's do it. It's going to be a tough day. It's not going to be easy not to eat or drink anything for the whole day, but I'm going to do it for God. I'm going to do it for myself, and I'm going to cleanse my spirit. So may God bless anyone who fasts for Ramadan. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So shoulder, head, and a shoulder resistance here. I'm looking for this to make a move to the downside, sadly but surely. And if it breaks this trend line, for sure. So right now I'm watching this shoulder, head, and shoulder to the downside. I feel that would take us through the next 5 to 6 hours, depending how the volume goes. So two scenarios for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. We kind of go sideways in here, and we respect this. See how this is kind of an ascending triangle here? Stuck inside. Price action kind of doing its thing. Okay? So here's the deal. Can we stay inside the descending triangle and move to the upside? Can this tiny little flag break on out? 5 minute, 1 hour, minutia. I don't like to go much lower than the 7 because it can get just too confusing. Unless you have to, if price action is just moving extremely fast. I've been fasting for 15 years. God bless you, brother. Food for thought. You're not supposed to tell anyone that you're fasting. Why? That's kind of weird. Okay. So when you go to somebody's house and they offer you food and you always eat, and then they look at you and you say, no, I'm just not eating right now. I mean, I've seen my wife who's been Muslim her whole life, and someone will ask her if she wants any food, and she'll say, no, I'm fasting today. So I don't know. And she follows all the rules, but whatever. Sam is the inspiration to all in crypto. No hate, just love in the 99, baby. All love, baby. 1000X already starting to run. Bitcoin and Zen crypto to the moon, baby. Zen crypto. Thank you, Kevin Baker, for the $10 super chat. You didn't have to do that. God bless you, Kevin. You're the man, dude. Shout out to the Baker family. Fasting puts you in a place of voluntary weakness, so you lean into God for strength and understanding. It really opens up so many things. Don't discount it until you try it. Shout out to Joe Custer, man. Wow, so many spiritual people just pop out of nowhere in this. It's like we got angels in the group, man. God bless you all. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Zach Namisel. Best group of the game. Shout out to Jesse Namisel. Shout out to my whole team, man. Love you, Jesse, man. I love you, man. Thank you for showing up to that weekly screen share, man. Shout out to the Price family. Bless you. Thank you so much, man. You're the man. Shout out to my lifers. Shout out to my lovers of life here on this morning. So shoulder, head, and a shoulder could break us to the downside here. So we're watching. I closed my long. I made it clear as day. You know what I mean? So there you go. I'm not going to watch this thing tank. There's a 68% chance that goes lower. I'm going to play that odd. You know what I mean? Okay. And this guy says, I am Lucifer. Come on, man. Don't be weird. That's strange. Anyway, whatever, man. You're the company you keep, man. Hello from Puerto Rico. Shout out to the people from Puerto Rico. May God bless you, man. Love Puerto Rico. Had a really good time going out to Culebras with my wife. It was a blast. So really, not much to say here today for Bitcoin. Close this long for now, right? May reopen it again, but it's closed for now. Still believe that stop loss may not hit, but still, regardless, I see a move to the downside coming here if we can't get some type of tiny move to the upside. Let's take a look at Bookmap if it can show us some type of story and give us a little bit of liquidity. It's Saturday morning. I would hint that we probably don't have much of a move coming, but it all depends. We shall see. We shall see. Barakwa Wepa, you're funny, man. Wepa. Fasting brings you out of the root chakra. Is that bad or good, Creator Crypto? What about diamond pattern? We talked about the diamond pattern already. We broke it down. It's the yellow pattern, right? The yellow pattern at play. Where did I draw the diamond? It's right here on the 1 hour time frame. Let me show you. It's a slight diamond. It's not a perfect diamond. But to me, it has some diamond vibes, man. It has diamond vibes, reversal back to the downside. However, if it is a diamond, it's very likely to bounce back up here, squiggle, and then break down. You tend to fill this corner if it is a diamond. So that would also give the idea that we could get a bounce. But you can see I closed my trade at like 27,005. It's already down to 27,004. It's a good thing that I kind of scanned it out. I would have been losing more. I play the patterns the way the patterns are supposed to be played. No jokes aside. Probability is what it is. You can use 100 indicators, but if they mess with your probability, you got to get rid of them. You got to do whatever the probability is. Sam was one of the fastest and deeper spirit. Sam, as one is fasting for deeper spiritual reasons, it'll set itself free from lower vibrations and descend to higher vibrations. Wow. Thank you very much. It'll set itself free from lower vibrations and ascend to higher vibrations. Oh, it releases the chakra. Amazing. Some alts are not doing too bad, Sam. GMM, Heinz at 3 up 27%. Some 30%. Tiny altcoins. Little tiny gem coins will be able to move. You have to like search the whole entire market. It's not like, it's basically like if you threw a bunch of seeds out and only a few grew. It's kind of like that. It's not like the market's strong. Like it's not a strong market, you know. KuCoin is amazing. Look, we have a 44% gainer, 24%, 20%, and then no other double-digit gainers. When KuCoin doesn't have that many double-digit gainers, it's a weak market. You know what I mean? It's a very, very weak market. Gemium, I said anything with the word game in it was going to fly. We were here. We got a little pump to the upside, but then it collapsed. Had a little bit of a pump today, up 45%. POLX just continued to rip to the upside. It's kind of making this like a bit of an ascending triangle now that may even continue. I wouldn't, yeah, you never know. In the 1 hour looks like that thing actually may continue to pump there. I'd watch that. It's very, very high risk, though. This is very high risk for POLX. Well, there's a chance you just play the ascending triangle to the upside. However, I bet you the 4 hours beat. Extremely overbought, but kind of interesting. Too far away for the 21. If you play this, you just got to know it's a quick scalp, in and out. I believe it's high risk on a Saturday morning, but anything could happen. Let's take a look at Bookmap and see what we see happening for Bookmap. Bookmap showing way more liquidity to the downside than to the upside. Suggests that we do go lower this morning. Way more liquidity down here. So Bookmap already suggesting we will drop to 27,200. It looks obvious to me, and then maybe even get dragged down to 27K. So Bookmap wasn't that hard to figure out today. more liquidity to the downside, and that's what I'm seeing. Like the stream, everybody. It's all the 99. Do yourself some justice. You will make that 99 back in no time. High frequency love flows through the whole ecosystem with so many helpful traders. The lifers are a blessing. Shout out to Kevin Baker, man. May God bless you. Stomach 3-8 chakra. And it is the place of willpower. I love it, man. You guys are, you are my mentors. I truly believe the algorithm has sent beautiful people into my life that mentor me, that help me, that teach me, that bring me to the light. We bought Bitcoin under 1 penny. Let's go. I mean, that would be amazing. Shout out to Doug who did that. You must be a billion, zillion, gazillionaire. They made a word up for you. Look at the long squeeze happening to the downside here. I called this short, and the short is starting to dump on you. It's exactly what we talked about. Again, if you come to this channel, you're going to be able to see what is likely to happen based on technical analysis. I don't make it up. I just show you what the charts show me. There's not much else to do here. It's pretty cut and dry. This Heinz in 3 has been banging. And look at this. I mean, the 1 hour time frame may continue to go here. You see this? It's consolidating bullishly with a possible move to the upside. And look at this beautiful flag this morning here that you could have played. Measured move, just banged up to the upside. This thing looks like somewhat bullish to me. 15-minute is suggesting it's about to punt a field goal, maybe. So interesting enough, it may just get rejected by the top trend line, but this thing has some gas. I was like, I'll be a little more conservative for a Saturday, but there we go. I'd be watching this for a possible move to the upside too. Heinz at 3 may continue here to the upside on low liquidity on a Saturday morning. Just watching this possible scalp of the 15-minute. Possible scalp on the 15-minute. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I think it's pretty obvious. But, I'm a teacher. You're a student. We're going over education. We're talking about technical analysis. We're talking about supportive resistance, Fibonacci, right? Moving averages, and more to keep you going. Can you look at Val's finance ticker? Val's has a great staking reward, hidden gem. Send in a super chat for TA and deep dives, please, so I can respect the people that do. Okay, let's take a look at Heinz in 33. I'm going to post that possible scalp. Possible 15-minute scalp. Yeah, I woke up this morning and decided I'm going to do the obligation. We're a family in the 999. We just love it. Chart crypto. TA, come on in. And we free ourselves from mania every time. The class pays for itself. Do it. Loved it. Shout out to Robert G. He said the class pays for itself. Do it and love it. So I teach class. If you email cryptolifers@gmail.com, there's still a chance. If you pay with PayPal, that we can get you into the class. It starts in only 25 minutes. Class in 25 minutes. It's going to be really hard to talk all day without drinking any water. I don't know how that's possible. But I guess God will find a way. My mouth is so dry as it is right now. It's going to be difficult, but I'm doing it, so I guess I'll find a way. So many passionate technical analysts in the group. It's nuts. They all want to help so much. Thank you for saying that. The class pays for itself. I love that you said that. No, thanks. And look at the testimonials. We had a guy, my man, Selfgate. I took a screenshot, but Selfgate, write it in here if you can. Stealthless Age, Metaland. But look, 10%, 14%, 40% on high MUC. You went in and out. 8%, 25, 14 on high end 3. In 24 hours, 6 winning trades in a row. $1,000 in one day. Crypto Lifer, you changed my life, dude. $1,000 in a day, man. He wasn't making $1,000 in a day before. He has changed his life. It's not every single day. I'm not saying, but I mean, he did something on that day he had never done before. And that is an empowering feeling. When you used to work, I used to work for $250, $350, and then you make $1,000 in a day, it's an empowering feeling. It hits you and you're like, wow, I could go somewhere with this. I could change my life with this. I could see a future. And that's what that's important. So, spaces left for today's course, Lifer Vision Trading Course, 9 a.m. Learn the language of the charts, 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. While fasting, you're allowed to rinse your mouth with water, but not swallow. Fasting is a great feeling. Yep, getting liquidated is empowering. Gee, you're funny, man. I love you. As well played. You're funny, man. Love getting smacked, right? So Heinz in 4 may just follow Heinz in 3. It's Ethereum name service. If people want to get in on that and they realize, hey, I don't have enough of those, So there's a scarcity to the name service, right? And like they were promoting it a little more too. And I believe even I feel like the EVM for Matic may help that too a little bit and give it some movement. So putting that to the measured move, but there may be a supportive resistance back there. But look, this could continue. 4 hours says that it very well may, and it probably will pump up to the 200 SMA. You see on the 4 hour time frame? Likely that it pumps up there for a bit of a gain too. So I'd watch this too on the 1 hour time frame for a possible move to continue. Again, Bitcoin could still ruin the show, but as long as Bitcoin goes sideways and ranges between like 27.2 and 27.4, I see no real true issue. All right. A lot of Elon buying and loading up. You're buying Elon, okay? Why do so many people think Shiba will pump? I don't know, because they just love it and they got kind of snatched up in the idea and now they just don't know what to do. You know what I mean? High ENS4. And remember, when you scalp with a 1 hour, you got to know it's in and out and nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed until you see that the world is free. The world is free. The world is free. The world is free. I want to tell you a story about a man who made it. Went all the way with Bitcoin, then tried to get faded when they tried to break him. Saturday morning, man. I just love this earth. I love this life. I'm truly in love with my life. I'm truly in love with each and every one of you. I'm truly in love with the moment that I live in every single second of the day. Gratitude is my attitude. I wake up in gratitude, go to sleep in gratitude, and just feel the connection to Allah and God every single moment of my life. Can we look at ADA? The fade is tough, though. Thank you. You like it? Funny. We'll get back into Bitcoin in a split second. Can we look at ADA and ARB? Let's take a look at Arbitrum, the Boston accent coin. And now I'm down on my 129 buy. Finally started to slip off. It was up 20% at one point. Beautiful gainer from that move to the upside, slipping back down to the downside, right? To the downside, no! So look, I mean, still got a falling wedge here, but you got nothing. You got no real supportive resistance. You don't have a lot to go on. That's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Continue to dump. So be careful. Some VCs may be still late to the party. I don't know. Want to keep dumping? It's so weird. Like, who's dumping now? You think about it. Who's dumping now? I guess people that got in here are happy with the gains, and now they're kind of, or all the people that got in somewhere down here that are lucky enough are still kind of like, they wanted to hold, but now they're not sure. That is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. You're technically trying to double bottom here. You see that? And that could hold you, but the 30-minute wants to bring you down. So it looks like to me that the 30-minute will come and reset here one more time. And that's really all we have to go on right now for Arbitrum. And then can you get the move back to the upside is the question. I'm holding this 2 years, see where it goes. It's got a lot of liquidity. So look, they got a huge buy wall now for Bitcoin, 27,300, 27,002. These are some massive orders being put in here. A massive buy wall at 27K. It almost seems like they do not want 27,000 to break. They definitely want to bring the price down into the zone, but they definitely don't want it to break. They want to pump us back up after that level. 27,000 has massive orders stacked on it. Definitely an order block that you want to pay attention to. We going down more. 35 cent incoming. Okay. Your course gives the confidence to decide what I do with my trades without having to ask anyone what to do. God bless you, brother. Does ARB still have airdrops not sent out that hasn't been dumped? I think they do. They haven't gotten all their coins out yet. There's still maybe more coming. I always get back in with 250, 350 and get it up to 2K. Then make a bad decision. I FOMO in when it passed 28.3 and got the pullback, but it didn't hold. I always get back to 250, 350 and get it up to 2K, man. 30-second music break. Why do so many people think Shiba? What does he mean 30 seconds? Does XRP look bearish to you? It's a good question. XRP got a pump last night. Hopefully the case ends in a few days. Not going to happen. Your course gives the most confidence to decide what I do with my trades without having to ask anyone what to do. You should write that in the testimonials, everyone. If you could join my free server, and if you benefited from me, help someone else find out what you got out of the lifer so they could also help. because people, they don't know. So look, I put this here. Your course gave me the confidence to decide what I do with my trades without having to ask anyone what to do. Honda Man, thank you for saying that. Both of these are amazing. You made $1,000 in a day. My course helped you make decisions without asking anybody else. That is the key. That is the key. I put a long at 122. They clicked here and you were talking about it. Praise to the Most High. Interesting. That's weird. Good job, Studio 388. Shout out to Tibby versus NWO. My man, you're funny. Can we look at Cardano? And I'm about to jump out of here for the day so I can take at least 17 minutes to take a break from my brain before I jump into a 3-hour class. Class is not easy. It's a deep dive. And, yeah. So what do I see happening for Cardano? I just see this bowl, right? Elongated bowls. And that's a perfect place to jump on N29. Whenever you start touching the bowl, see how you made the bowl? So now you just kind of buy the bowl as you continue up. You might come back down to the bowl right there. So this is what I do. I just continue to accumulate. We had this idea if we could hold, but look, we lost that trend line. So you make your trend line. If you lose it, it's over. Just speculating that if that had filled out, I would have traded the ascending triangle, but it didn't, so then I didn't have to trade it. I love projecting my pattern because if it stayed in here, I would have traded it. Because it didn't stay in here, I don't trade it. So the pattern tells me what to do. It's really simple. You draw the pattern for beforehand. If it fills the pattern out, you trade it. If it doesn't, you don't trade it. Really simple scenario, okay? Yeah, nice little buy there. ADA is a long-term hold for me. That's a perfect buy, 30-cent ADA. I believe that was your bottom at 24 cents. It's highly likely you don't go lower than that based on this bowl, but anything is possible. For Cardano we will 10x to 350 in my humble opinion in the next bigger run. Or maybe even go up to $7. I believe we'll see a big move for Cardano. Eventually they're going to get that Sunday swap. Everyone's going to know more. Their decks will be rocking. And I believe they'll have TVLs and all sorts of other fun stuff. So let's look at GGG. I was looking at last night. Good Games Guild. Still inside this ascending triangle, just really holding the zone. That daily looks like it wants to blast to the upside. I've been watching this very, very closely. GGG. Let's take a look at the Gala short that was playing out last night. Let's see if it continued or did it slump. What happened to the Gala short here that I posted about, 4 or 5 days ago on the 4-hour time frame. So look, the Gala short continuing to the upside, banging on them, up now 23%. Gala short continues to pump. Probably a good time to take some profits at this resistance point as the 4 hour is getting overbought. But still, this could now go sideways and continue to the upside. The Gala short banged on them. I posted this to the trading group. Gala short for the gainer, baby. Gala short for the gainer. These are 3S tokens on KuCoin, all right? They give you 3 more of the move. So if Gala dumps by 10%, you make 30%. So Gala dumped by 7, you made 23% on Gala X USDT.3S. And for some reason, you got to put the X there. .3S. 23% gains. Boom. And I posted this with confidence. I liked what I was seeing. The charts told me there was a high likelihood this would break out. You had the falling wedge. You had this beautiful trend line that you were respecting too as well. And so with that trend line and this beautiful bounce, triple bottom support, felt like there was a high likelihood with the low stochastics and the falling volume and falling price that we would get that move to the upside. And we did. We got it, baby. We got it. Okay, Gala 3S on the gainer for the day again. And we've been watching this thing for the last few days. Shout out to Montreal. We're on the East Coast. It is also 8:46. Yeah, shout out to my people. Shout out to Kick Forever, man. Been a long time since I seen you in the training group. God bless you, brother. Okay.
Sammy?
Yeah.
You teach the class tonight.
I know that, babe. I've been telling people to join.
Oh, I love you.
How could I forget that if I'm advertising it? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm the first one to wake up in my house, and I'm the last one to go to bed. The life of a man. So look, live from South Carolina. Thank you for the love, man. 285 lovers, and we only have 112 likes. Everyone, we have a small, no one knows that when I go this early, no one's awake in the East Coast, so my stream's not going to be as that big. I teach class today, so I can't go on at the regular time at 10 a.m., which I know I'd get more views, but it's not about the views. It's about the education. But the 285 of you not hitting the like button, pretty lame. really lame because you know that it's intimate. You're super awesome lifers. This is a pretty intimate class. Most of you probably in the trading group. Come on, man. If you're in the trading group, you got to hit that like button. This just doesn't make sense to me. You probably forgot. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But right now, I got to see at least 150 people hit this like button. Or I'm just going to turn off the cameras and bounce. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be like, you know what? Call it a day. Meet me halfway. I'm a sensitive guy. Like, I need the love. I need the love. Like, I'm vulnerable. I want to know that you care. I want to see the love, baby. I want to see the love. Smash that like button, baby. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Justin Burdick. Definitely forgot. I'm guilty. That's a rarity. Smash that like button. I forgot many times too, man, because you're watching the content and you're like, oh my God, the like button, you know. They should just make it when you show up, it hits the like button automatically or something. Watching One Earth here. That's in the Billy McDonough heart pamp. He showed me that, like they do this, you know. I've seen that happen many times. But I don't like that daily. That daily needs to reset. Likely we come back down here first. A lot of coins are struggling right now. Let's take a look at total too. The total market cap of all of cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? I mean, that's a huge order block right there. We lose that. I mean, yikes, right? But that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. I've had this drawn for like, I don't know, since we were like right there, I drew the Adam and Eve double bottom. It's been a long time. We have a gap of the VRVP too, so if we can get above this high volume node at 690, we can fly. We just need 100 bill back in the zone. What's happening to alts right now? The daily wants to dump on you at a resistance point. I'm just going to get rid of everything. I need to see it a lot clearer. I'm going to get rid of my moving averages as well for now. And I'm going to look at it on the daily time frame in all of its glory in price action. So, number one we're going to do is draw a Fibonacci on these alts. And you can see we came down to the 786 Fibonacci level. I mean, it's a very strong area. Then we also want to see if there's a weekly bullish divergence like Bitcoin got. It's extremely important the alts got the same bullish divergence to remain bullish. It did. That gives me a true hope that that is going to be our local bottom. We should not go any lower than that bottom. So here is the resistance. Support, that resistance there, became support on the wick. And then we got resistance right at the 618 fib. See how they line up? And resistance really right at the 0.5. I'm the 0.65. That's your golden pocket right there, which you slip below. So can you get this move? Can we continue to the upside? That is the question for these altcoins. Weekly's a little high, but could flip. Showing how the 10-day doesn't look that good in a lot of coins, but maybe sideways the 10-day could tank us. So I go back into like the 22-hour time frame, which is the oversold time frame. Now, whenever the daily gets pinned, we started using the 22, and the 22 really changed my life. And shout out to my good friend Danny, who showed me that, man, back in the day. God bless you, Danny. So look, bounce. I'm trying to say, look, this is the diagonal trend line for Bitcoin. It's funny. This has that's kind of weird. So total 2 doesn't have the same thing going for it like Bitcoin does. Completely different scenario here. Look, it's actually kind of in this. So there you have it. Honestly, don't even have a bottom trend line to go on there. But that's definitely a resistance zone. So here's the deal. I mean, the 22 hours oversold. You're starting to make some type of flag here. Now we slap on the moving averages. If the 21-day moving average can somewhat get into there, which it is, see, and then I've been watching the 12-hour too, and the 12-hour has just been very bullish to me. So slight pullbacks on these little time frames, but man, these altcoins say they could fly. All right, this would be a nice little pump to the upside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance can give that to us. But look, right now the 12-hour suggests that the altcoins can get a move to 734, and we could finally get a bit of a bounce out of the zone. Also, look, shoulder, head. Right shoulder, that's an inverted head and shoulder that I had drawn for you. I'm going to slap back on the Adam and Eve double bottom that I drew about, 10 or 12 days ago. So I see the Adam and Eve, right? And then I saw the inverted head and shoulder. So there you go. Now we're going to watch this flag on the total market cap and see if we can get all the way up to $735, touching the 21-day moving average above a high volume node. And the stochastics are low with the lack of MACD. So, hey, falling volume with falling price suggests we can get a reversal too as well. This is a good sign that the total market cap. So what do we want? All we want to do is really stay above 581. If we lose that, we're coming to the point of control at 558. And then, we lose that, we're going to come down to the value area lows and then even test this big volume node at 417. But the divergence does suggest that we did bottom. And then you got a secondary higher low. That's convincing to me that the trend is alive. Low, higher high slightly, higher low right there, possibly, or consolidation. We put in a higher high to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for the total market cap of all of the altcoins. And then the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, right? Again, like I showed you, Bitcoin had breached the diagonal trend line. This has not. Same scenario here for the total market cap. When I was up here, I said we're probably going to run back to the downside. Remember, this was like last night. I drew this. We did break to the downside. Interesting. Now it seems like this may be the pattern to play. Okay. Like so. Just going to get rid of the diagonal trend line. And so this is kind of what we're watching here. But the 1 hour, like I showed you, doesn't look good. It's about to dump on you, and I see a head and shoulder pattern. That's another reason why I'm weary for Bitcoin at the present moment. This has some head and shoulder vibes to me. See? Smaller time frames have to flatten out and not lose the zone. So what we need is the 15-minute to kind of reset and never lose this trend line. If that happens, we could long, possibly. But, if we start to drip, then we're going to know. So in the next 2 hours, you're going to get confirmation whether this pattern held and stays fine, or we bearishly retest, or they might even bear trap you back inside the pattern. We don't know for sure, but, this is definitely going to be something you want to watch, and this is going to be able to teach you whether to short or to stay in along later on to the upside. So we're watching the total market cap. That measured move would take you to about 1.28, and we're still holding above $1 trillion, which is a really, really good sign. So, yeah. There's one other thing I wanted to do, but I just slipped my mind and I half forgot. Let's take a look at BTC one more time, and then I'm out of here for the morning. And I got to teach class for 3 hours, which I'm so excited for. Can't wait to see all the new people that are going to jump into class. So Bitcoin did get a bit of a bounce back. It wants to kind of hang out. Let's see if the smaller time frames want to play. 7 minutes says, yeah, I'm going to hold here. And look at this shoulder, head, right shoulder of the 7 minute that could absolutely hold us here. So 27,400 is holding. There's a chance this head and shoulder doesn't break to the downside. There's a 32% chance. But I'll tell you, the controversy is right in here. If we start to break down, it's likely we go here. If we stay in there, we're going to consolidate. And even if we consolidate, remember, that's still a diamond that could break us. Boosted frequency, thank you for taking your time to teach us each Saturday. Your work is being noticed by many. Overall, I hope you're feeling better from the little flu that's been going around. It's funny you said that, man, because everyone I knew had it. Like there was 4 fathers, all of us at the same school. Every one of us were sick at the same time. My wife was sick. It's like my entire neighborhood got sick. I see them spraying these freaking lines in the sky, man. I'm not stupid. I've been studying that for 15 years, man. Anyway, mum's the word. That's another channel. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. We're going to watch this angle closely. Could the 7 minute bounce us on that inverted? If the 7 minute bounces us on the inverted and breaches this trend, then we could possibly kind of continue here. I still see, what do I see happening today until we get here tomorrow? Honestly, it's all about what happens in the next 2 hours. My projection is that we stay inside the pattern and we go sideways because Saturday usually has lack of volume. And I don't know if the bears are going to show up to dump us down. So I believe it's more likely we go sideways. But this pattern gives you a 68% chance you're going to dump. So you play the pattern. If I think of what I think, it's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the pattern says. They still got more liquidity down here. They want to drag you down 27.2. Only time will tell. Everybody, where do we like to trade? We like to trade on MEXC. Lowest fees, highest profits if you get in. But you can't say the highest profits because you got to make those profits. I don't like that. But lowest fees, 0% for both spot and future makers. Jump on it today. I mean, if you're going to start trading, you got to start small. And they got the market for it. They really do. If you take a look here, 650% on BIA TCS, all the way up to 39. This thing's up 83, 78. Bigger gainers here. Spirit, Fancy, look, Gamium. Some coins were pumping today, and they were pumping here on MEXC. So MEXC, zero taker fee and just 0.01% or 0.02% maker fees. It's amazing. So there you have it. One last thing for Bitcoin. Let's zoom into that 7. Get rid of all this nonsense. And I'm going to run right into class, 8:58. I'm supposed to do this only for a half an hour. I can't seem to stop, no matter what I tell myself. I'm like, Sam, you got to take a break, man. So look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder to the upside. Watch this 7-minute. This really could make bacon on the beach. Right now, I'm seeing a really aggressive move there on the stochastics. This could save us. This could be the one thing that defies this head and shoulder, puts us up here, and really we can cancel out this head and shoulder and be in the pattern. So in the next 2 hours, the 7 minutes going to really give us a confirmational move above a support of resistance and to see if this inverted head and shoulder breaks to the upside. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bookmap is already corroborating the story that 7-minute may pop. 7-minute target is 27,700, and you can see Bookmap has the order right there and right there. So they're kind of showing you that they also may see that inverted head and shoulder. So everybody, thank you. I love you. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful day. Zen has a nice run. Horizon, right? That's been on MEXC. It did have a nice run, came back. We all love you, Sam, and I will stick to you like glue to the end of my trading days. Shout out to Boosted Frequency. May God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I've had people become super loyal to me and then rip my heart on my chest, step on it, and throw it in the garbage. It hurt. The last few months have hurt. I have a lot of people backstab me and do some horrible things to me. So God bless you, man. Thank you for everything. And may everyone that stays loyal to me have a wonderful life. May karma follow your life. And may everything, all the energy you keep, be the energy you make. God bless everybody, one of you. Have a wonderful Ramadan. Have a wonderful day fasting if you are. Salam alaikum to all the people out there that are Muslim. God bless to all my Christian lovers of life. May Jesus be your way. May God be your way. As long as you find the light, may you find the way. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. And we'll find out if we went sideways or we broke to the downside. It'll be like a flip book. I can't wait to continue the story. Everyone, thank you so much. I'll see you tonight.